What can you learn from that to hold on to this one tonight?
It takes every possession. You can't take your mind off one possession because that could turn the momentum around that quickly. So every possession got to matter and take care of it right now.
Appreciate your time. Thanks for doing it, guys.
Presented by SoFi, the next generation in banking.
It's Oubre who had a monster third quarter. Lonnie Walker working on Queta. Grimes, Drummond to screen. Oubre will dance and maneuver. Rebound White. 3-point shots made. And they're number 2 in 3-point percent. Boston. Part of a 14-2 run. Drummond. Lonnie Walker with the 3. Cornette the rebound. Outlet goes to the sharpshooter Pritchard. Met by Edwards. Tries to penetrate. Looks for Cornette. Queta. Hooks it home. Over. So an assist. 16-2 Boston run. Grimes against Pritchard. Ooh, nice move to get free. Rebound White. Celtics lead the New York Knicks in the East by 3.5 games. They trail number 1 Cleveland by 8 coming into tonight. Queta from White.
The basketball gods all aligned. What a second-round matchup that would be. If things held true to form.
Walker couldn't get it. Queta controls it. And White to Queta. Junior. NBA.com/junior WNBA.
Celtics playing it safe in the zone here as Dalton.
First appearance tonight for Philadelphia. He's been active for 4 straight. Here comes Pritchard. Cross court for White. And this is over Edwards. Rebound Drummond. And now to Jeff Dalton, who played at Rhode Island. Queta's on him. Queta goes out on that perimeter to guard a lot. Dalton, Drummond, Cornette, White, Pritchard. Well, Reggie was 87-77. Boston's gone on a 20-2 run since. Pritchard getting out of traffic. It's one of the greatest, if not the single greatest female basketball player of all time, Cheryl Miller.
Well, it's always great hanging out with Cheryl. Now you add to it the rivalry between UCLA and definitely on the uptick. Juju Watkins is the absolute truth from USC. And on top of that, going forward, she has, in my opinion, the greatest women's basketball player of all time, Cheryl Miller, in her ear, guiding her in terms of mentally. Now, physically, the X's and O's, Juju's there. But the mental part, listening to Cheryl Dean and having 24/7 access to Cheryl, my goodness, the sky's the limit for Juju.
There are a lot of great players.
Yes, there is.
It's Pritchard off balance. Wow. Amazing with some of these.
Maya Moore, Flowers.
20 years. Fine. There's some terrific college players now. Hidalgo at Notre Dame. Oh my God, just all over. It's just
Haley Van Leek.
Yes, yes. He played for
Hayes
LSU.
Beckers.
Yep. Ricky Council with the 3. Reese with the rebound. Long shot. Volko right there. Missing Butler. White. Cornette. Well, for 3 quarters, this thing was really hopping. And
6 assists now for Derek White. And I think 4 of those assists have gone straight to Cornette on alley-oops.
Ricky Council will work on Queta, and then the long shot is perfect. Champion down at Waco. White is free, makes the fake. Reese flies by. Triple won't go. Queta collects and lost it inside. Now racing the other way, Butler. And into Reese to maintain a culture. The Sixer organization trying to maintain a culture amidst all this losing. It's an incredibly difficult task.
Yeah, and the most difficult part is this team, unless they get that lottery pick, which is top 6 protected, they're essentially going who they are right now because they do not have much wiggle room. They'll basically only be able to have the mid-level exception to sign a player next year, and that you would think the focus would be on keeping Gershon Yabusele, who's been one of
first-round draft choice would go to Oklahoma City if it's below number 6 in the lottery because of the 2020 Horford deal, which you explained well. Davison is in. Here's Pritchard working through traffic. And back to J.D. Davison, who puts it up and off.
But I'm okay with the Sixers roster next season if everyone is healthy. Everyone healthy, I think they can go toe-to-toe with anyone.
Doughton made the fake. Well, they thought bringing in Paul George would be the missing ingredient. Paid him a lot of money, and it just hasn't. 76ers, that's up with 5-game losing streaks in November. I mean, it's been a battle all season long after beginning 3-14. Pritchard, Reese is on him. Bigger player, longer. Pritchard trying, and there's the Pritchard 3. 17 threes made by the Celtics. In the corner, Jeff Doughton with a triple. Puts it down. Celtics, by the way, have won by 20 points or more 14 times this season. Number 1 in the NBA, have got that lead and more tonight. Bona at the other. Shyman's previous high was 5 points. Tonight, he's got 15. Council tries. Bona will put it through. There's J.D. Davidson. And in for the first time in his career, Miles Norris, first NBA game played tonight. Pritchard. Norris was just signed by the team. Didn't play against Portland the other night. He was just signed. Council over Davison, making sure that this bench will be a support for him if needed during the playoffs.
Shireman 15,
yep.
Torrey Craig 12, Peyton Pritchard obviously 19. Off the bench here for Joe Mazzulla.
Council. Tillman almost had it, and Council picks it back up. Council played at Arkansas. Has it now. Davison on him. Reese a 3. And the rebound, first of his career by Miles Norris. Played high school basketball in New Hampshire. Played in Turkey. They just got him off the Memphis G and picks up a basket right there. He was just named the G League Player of the Month. Was Davison in February. Council 3. Walsh the rebound. Davison the other way. Tillman 3. Cleveland and Milwaukee on ESPN. Go to the NBA app or NBA.com is down. And the 76ers will lose their 3rd consecutive game. They're 12th out of 13. They're 14th out of 16. Walsh to Tillman 3. Team always love it when the bench guys do it because they practice against them. They travel with them. These are their brothers. I mean, these are their guys.
You're getting pushed in practice.
Yes.
Spending so much time elbowing one another. Of course you're going to be excited. Nice pass there by Doughton.
And Bona finishing. Adem Bona. Went from Nigeria. Grew up in Turkey and played at UCLA. Tillman another 3. Boy, Tom Izzo would have jumped out of his chair had he seen that one go in. He saw the first and go, wait, did I just see that? Yes, Coach Izzo, you did.
Izzo told him, don't shoot outside the paint. That's why.
Long shot by Butler, no good. Got his Second chance with a twirl in there and out of bounds. Maybe in the NBA Finals, a rugged Thunder team which just seems to be.
I think Joker has a lot to say with that.
Are we ever going to get to the day where we have co-MVP?
Oh, no.
We've had them before, haven't we? I don't know.
I know we had co-rookies of the
Co-rookies of the year. NFL.
Jason Kidd and Grant Hill, our own Grant Hill.
Yep. Peyton Manning one time had to share in the NFL. Brett Favre shared it with Barry Sanders one year. Flying inside, nice play. Peyton shared with McNair, with Steve. You don't have to go back. I don't have my NFL hat on right now, but I think it was Peyton Manning. I know that Favre with Steve McNair, the late Steve McNair, and then Barry Sanders and Favre shared one year. This is a 3. Won't go that time for Drew Peterson. Final seconds. And he got it. Washington, that's it.